Hi guys, today I'm going to be making gata, and it's pretty easy. So first thing you want to do, this is about 140, not gallons, grams, grams of milk. So I'm just going to pour that in. There we go. And then 4 eggs, only the yolks. This one has a little bit of white in it, not because of me, I guarantee you. So I'm just going to make it. I almost flung it towards myself. Amazing. Okay, I'm gonna mix that in. There we go. And now I'm gonna mix this up just so the eggs kind of break down. That is as mixed as I'm gonna make it. Next, I'm going to add 10 grams of sugar, 15 grams of salt. There we go. And a gulp of vanilla. I don't like measuring out vanilla. I don't know. It seems like a waste. Now I'm gonna mix this in. Make sure it is all incorporated. That is mixed. The kind of gata we're making is like my favorite kind. It's the cake kind. I like the little bread kind. You know what I'm talking about, right? You've seen the little bread kinds. Those are fine, but like the cake one's so good. Especially when the horis is like wet and like fresh. So now we're gonna put in 180 grams of our famous starter that you can purchase somewhere. I'll put the link.
It'd be like this way.
This way?
Yeah.
I'm gonna put it this way just to spite you.
Yeah.
Yes, I can. I don't know, Lucy. Okay, so I'm just gonna scoop this in. Wow, look how nice the starter looks.
Wow, it's very good.
Yes.
Yes.
That's not a great sound, but I mean, you know, it's add this mix. There we go. It's not fully in, but that's why we have this mixer. Next thing, once I get a couple more spins, there we go. Okay, it looks like scrambled eggs, like with the white in it. Okay, now 750 grams of flour. I used 100 baker's flour in this. Yeah, because it's good flour. I want it to be like a stretchier dough that's actually easy to work with, because I hate working with wet dough. It's horrible. Like it'll get stuck in my hair, and then it's just awful. I hate it. But yeah, let me put this in. Yum. Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna put half in, mix, and then put the other half in. Now I'm gonna add the rest of the flour. And get back to mixing. So, this is basically, it is very wet, okay. But now I'm gonna add 80 grams of butter. There we go. I'm gonna add this like half and half while it mixes, just so it incorporates properly and it doesn't have like butter pockets, which sounds amazing, but I don't think would be great. There we go. And like I said, a lot of this is just gonna be me mixing and pausing, so there we are. Now that is done, and the consistency is, I mean, it's wet. I'm not gonna lie to all of you. It is a wet dough, but you know, you stretch it and fold it and it comes to shape. So, here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna pop this off. Oh, that didn't go how I wanted it to. Let me just clean this off, and I will get back to you when my hands are clean again. Alright, this part's pretty basic. I'm just gonna oil up a small bowl. I feel like this bowl is a little too small, but it's whatever. Alright, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to scoop out all of this delicious dough. Is it dough or batter?
It's dough. Batter would be cake.
Isn't gata basically a cake though? Like if someone told you what gata was, what would you say?
I'd say it's like
a bread or a cake.
It's like more like a bread to me. I don't know. A pastry.
You're probably right, a pastry. I'm glad I thought of that. And I implanted the thought into your head.
You're hating.
Huh?
You're hating.
Always. Okay. Well, there we go. That is nice and clean. Look how wonderful that is. So, next thing you are going to do. This is going to take a while. What you're going to do is leave it for about 3-4 hours. Let it rise. It's basically going to double in size. And over the course of that time, you are going to stretch and fold it like this. Look how nice and elastic it is, though.
Yeah.
The important part about this, besides giving it time, make sure you don't grip it while you're stretching and folding. Like, give it kind of like that. See the thing I just did to show not to do that? That. But you want to kind of do this. Shake it, put it in. All right? Pat it down. Clean the large amount off my hand. And let me just seal this up. I'm going to clean this hand first before I do this. But yeah, it's going to take about 3 hours to make it rise double. Don't put it in the refrigerator. Just because the refrigerator is going to kill the growing because the starter in it. So just leave it out. We left the one we made last night out overnight. Totally fine. So just do that. This is from yesterday. See how it's all smooth and like nice. This is smaller than that one because this is half portion because we took the other half to make sweetbread. So that's for that. Now we're not going to touch this for a bit. So let me just. There we go. Throw this over here. Now we are going to make the greatest thing ever, choris. Everything here tastes good separately. So we are going to use about like 150 grams of butter. Okay? And I'm pouring this. So the important part here is I'm going to pour this butter right into this bowl. Butter, right? Yeah. There we go. Okay, I'm going to put this back on the stove top. Okay, next, a cup of sugar. A pinch of salt. Was that nice? Was that nice? Like,
That was amazing.
Thank you. A swig of cognac, or I guess blended Canadian whiskey. That also works. Just put. There we go. That's Lucine's favorite part, I guess, that I've just learned. Right, Lucine?
And tiramisu.
And
I just like
tiramisu.
how it tastes.
And it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. All right. And here's a cup of flour. That's going in last because what you want to do. Oh my God, Lucine, do you smell that? It's so good. It's one of those things where it's like choris. You're not supposed to ingest raw flour.
Yeah.
But choris is that food that's like, but you should though, because it tastes so good. So what I'm doing now is I'm mixing the sugar and hoping that it melts. We're using like a cane sugar, like an actual sugar, so we don't want like grains there. But if you use like a basic real sugar, you'll have no issue. There we go. Now it's a nice paste. Oh my God, this is so good. My favorite part about like gata, it's like when it's hot out of the oven and like the choris is like napalm, where like it sticks to your tongue and it's like burning and it hurts, but it's great. Okay, now I'm gonna add a cup of flour. There we go. I'm gonna mix this in, and this is going to be our delicious, amazing, best thing ever choris. It is. I'm so passionate about choris. No, it's important to have passions. Mine just happens to be choris. I feel like a whisk was the wrong choice.
Yeah,
now that
spatula.
I'm looking at it. Yeah. Let me get my spatula. Or a spatula. I don't really own the spatula. This is now much easier. Look at this. You know what this looks like, Lucy? Like mashed potatoes. Che, when we add like the seasoning and stuff.
It tastes better.
That's arguable.
Yeah, 100%.
I love mashed potatoes, especially barashki. Like I can't make barashki as mashed potatoes without like feeling sad, because it's like this doesn't belong in mashed potatoes. It belongs in barashki. I need to make that one day.
Yes.
But I feel like if I learned to make barashki, I'd just be too powerful. You know? Like that's something I shouldn't have access to. Like unlimited barashki whenever I want. But there we go. That is our amazing, delicious choris. And that's the video right here. I'm just gonna eat this pretty much.
Yep.
I mean, would you just see?
Yes. But
Okay. Well, there we go. Let me just clean up this area real quick because there's flour everywhere, including I'm wearing the white shirt so you can't see the flour. Now that the Horis is done, the boss came and I showed her the Horis. She said that it was a little too greasy, so we added more flour. Horis is supposed to be like sand almost, and when you hit it, it's supposed to like tighten up like wet sand. So that's how that is. Now I'm going to make the gata. So I'm going to take some flour and spread it around. There we go. Nice big surface. There. And unwrap this. So what you want to do is you want to get it in one motion out. There we go. Boom. It's on its head. And now I'm just going to start flattening. I don't need to put flour on my hand because the bottom's oil. That's why we put olive oil on the bottom. Let me just flatten this out. Not too flat. This part's on. Look how nice the dough is though. Like it's already bubbling. Alright, so you're going to grab some of your Horis. Like a snowball of it almost. There we go. Make sure it's dense so it doesn't spread out everywhere. Just plop it right there in the middle. And let me get some more, because this is the best thing ever. Oop. Okay. There we go. Let me spread it out a little bit. So you want to make sure the ends of it are thinner because of the next thing we're about to do. Just tap that. Okay. You're going to pick it up and start pulling and pulling. Because you're trying to close up the top. So let me just closing up some of the last holes. There we go. I added the rest of the put the bowl away. The rest of the Horis, but there we go. Okay. Now here comes the hard part. Gonna lift this up. No issue at all. Boom. Okay. Now I want to make sure this is a circle. So I'm just going to kind of tap it down a little bit and just start shaping it. I don't want to be too like aggressive with it because I don't want to like puncture it. There we go. I think that's circular enough. There we go. Just pat it off the rest of the flour. So there's air stuck in this. We're gonna get rid of that, but first we are going to give it a nice coat. Look at that, you can see the air stuck in it. That's kind of cool. Okay, we brushed on our egg whites. There's a little bit of yolk in it, but if you want it to be like gold, you can just use yolk. All right, next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna give it some pattern, and we're also going to put some holes in it to get rid of all the trapped air. There we go, kind of. Oh, there we go. That's much better. Okay. I'm going to put some holes with my fork to get the air out so it actually cooks properly, or else the Horis will stay at the bottom and just not be good. So now that I put holes all over it and put fork indents on it, I'm just going to leave this for 15 or so minutes, let it kind of rise up. See how all the air's out now? Like if you hit it like this, there's no like jiggle. But yeah, just gonna leave this out 15 minutes at room temperature, and then we're gonna pop it in the oven. Okay, look at that, wow. This ended up being in the oven a little bit longer, more like 40-45 minutes. So we want it to be that golden brown. And it is very hot, I don't know why I touched it. Okay, now I'm gonna pop this. Oh, that was smooth. Oh, that's not happy. But yeah, so now we just need to let this cool. Here's the dough we did for this video. It's been like 3 hours. So, oh, it's very wet. Hold up, let me get a little bit of water on my hand. Look how elastic this dough is. It's elastic, it's good. I don't know what we're gonna use this for, but we have extra sugary dough, so yeah. And then it should be done soon, so just make sure. You have to be careful to scrape down the sides of this, because if you don't, the sides are gonna stick up here and be dry, and you're just wasting dough. Yeah, now we just need to wait for this to cool off and we're good. It is fully done. Look at this. It's golden brown. It's covered. I covered it with honey and clarified butter. That wasn't on camera, but I did that. Let me just. I was hoping it would slide soon. All right, but it looks perfect, doesn't it? Like look at all these like little like bubbles of dough. All right, what do you think, Susan?
It looks good.
Wow. Let me just get a. Let's see what it looks like. Wow. What's the wow? You know what I mean? But there it is. Arka bag. Various other residents of the house.
Sweet bread.
Okay. We're not getting big slices because we have to eat dinner. This one's for Lucine. What do you guys think?
Good.
Lucine, would you care for a bite?
Not now.
Would you want some?
No, thank you. Thank you,
It's very good. The choriz is still like warm, so like it turns into liquid in your mouth. It's delicious. Thank you for watching. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. I will put the recipe in the description, so check that out.